Man, I think I've messed up. I think I overdid it. I really do. And if my theory's correct, this could back up a lot of questions about certain things. You ready to run a gun? It's time for blast off. Let's go. Hey guys, Todd here with you. Welcome back to Bassin 101 Truck Talk again. Gives me a chance to rant and see what kind of mistakes I've made. Boy, I think I did. But I think it's more of just knowing when to use the stuff. I'm talking about electronics. Oh, there's that buzzword, electronics. Oh my gosh. Stirring the pot. I'm not stirring nothing. I'm not even going to talk about what you think I'm getting ready to talk, what you think I might be talking about, but I'm not. You know, on my canoe, I got a Garmin Striker C7, and basically just use it stock. I mean, just the way it comes. I really haven't done anything with it. Maybe change the color of the screen, split it to a kitty cartoon fishy looking thing on one side and like a realistic deal on the other. Basically just gives me miles per hour, water temperature, which I have a manual water temperature on the side of the boat as it is if I'm not using the Garmin. And I've also installed a vintage Eagle Silent 60 flasher. Because I'll be honest with you, you can have all the technology you want, but there's just something about that flasher. And of course, it makes a little bit of noise. Not much. It's the slightest little tick. And I'm sure the Garmin probably puts out something. I guarantee it does. And of course, I got the trolling motor. And I've noticed a few times I've gone out this year so far on the river, where I do pretty good this time of year, I've got 2 trips and 1 fish. I find that interesting. And I'm doing all the right stuff. I got the right baits. I'm fishing the right pattern. Spawn / post spawn. I usually do good this time of year. I ain't done squat. And I think I know why. You know, when I did this last year, well, actually every year I've been doing this on the river here behind the house. All I've had is a paddle. That's it. No graph. I had an idea what the depth of the water was in certain places just from fishing worms and jigs. And then when I hooked the Garmin up and went to those spots, I was within a foot of my guess. So that's pretty dang on good if you think about it. I guess I still got some of that old tournament dude in me. But I really think maybe having all them bells and whistles, because I did some fishing back in the wintertime too. And I think having all these bells and whistles and the trolling motor and all this other kind of stuff, I think it's affected it. Because bass on that river, on the river back here, they ain't used to hearing that stuff. So I think that's what it is. I really do. I think running from spot to spot is not the issue. But I think once I get on a spot, just using the paddle, to move myself around. I'm going to try that next time. Now, one thing I did today that I thought was kind of cool. I didn't film it. I just went out today. But I think one thing that was cool is able to. I'll show you how I have my trolling motor voltage set up. I can just control it with a dial on the side of my boat, and I can turn it to where that thing's barely moving. And now I can just barely go up current on the river, just barely. It's awesome. My question is, how much noise is that creating? I would think not much at all, because I mean, this is literally going this fast. sometimes even slower. But I know that's what I've changed this year is the graph, the trolling motor, all that stuff, and out of several trips, handful of fish. And so that's got to get you to thinking. You got these guys, these pros that have 5 and 6 transducers on their boat. You don't think that's disturbing the fish? I mean, I'm sure some fish become accustomed to it. The only problem is the fish that come accustomed to it are also skittish. Think about that for a minute. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there to you guys. I just want to see what you think. Yeah, that's probably what the pros have to use the video games, because it's the only way they can catch them, because they're scaring the rest of them off with a million transducers on their boats. But I've seen the effects of just mine, and I'm not saying that my rigging is causing that, but I'm gonna tell you what, I'm almost sold that's exactly what it is, because like I said, I'm just not catching the fish I'm supposed to be catching this time of year. And I really think that's what's going on, is I'm just too noisy. Even though I'm quiet in the boat's not quiet. So what do you guys think? Especially you guys that fish small waters. I mean, if you change something on the boat like that, you go from nothing to a graph, or from a graph to nothing. Have you noticed a difference in the amount of hits you get, amount of fish you catch? I'm just curious. I mean, is it me, or is it just a dumb theory? I don't know. Anyway, that's my rant for today, guys. Truck talk is done. Ding! So anyway, so remember, new techniques are trendy, but bass never change. May the Father bless you and keep in Yeshua's name, and as always, fish on.